1st Armored Division is having a hell of a time. Petrenko didn't send those reinforcements he promised. I need you to deploy your troops and join the fight. We need this thing turned around, and now.
Is Petrenko out of his mind? For God's sakes, we just saved his country from a nuclear disaster.
The president is on the phone with Petrenko as we speak. I'm sure he's ripping the man a new one. For now, join up with the 1st Armored Division ASAP. Kelly will brief you as soon as you arrive.
Situation is critical, Major. Our regular forces on the ground are taking heavy fire. With Task Force Talon's help, we should be able to reverse the situation.
Jefferson, there's an island north of your position. It's got strategically vital fuel depots and it's the only way into the enemy base. Vega, what's the latest on our friendlies?
The U.S. 1st Armored Division has a base on this island. If you cross the southeast bridge, you'll make contact with those units and bring them under your command.
Just point the way. Ready, over.
Copy that, we're going.
Ready to execute command.
Locked up.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber. Guardian bomber. On my way. On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way.
Drone under fire. Drone under fire.
Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way.
Yes, Major.
On my orders.
Going in.
Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Drone under fire. Striker here. Going in.
We have enemy.
Guardian bomber. Ready to execute command. On my way.
Drone
On my
under
way.
fire. Drone under. Going in.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Just point the way.
Ready, over.
Striker here.
Prepare to turn over a prisoner of war.
That's enemy fire! Ready to go. Will do. You want something from me, Major? Just point the way.
Commander Richter. It's a pleasure. May I introduce you to...
Thank you, General, but let's save the introductions for later.
Of course. I talked to General Kelly and the President half an hour ago.
Yes, Major?
My units are now working with Task Force Talon. My staff and my forces are at your full disposal. Moving out.
Stryker here. Roger that. Fully operational. They're pounding us down here. Rock and roll.
Ready to execute command. On my way.
Drone constructor. Ready to go. They're pounding us down here. Ready to go. All guns forward. Awaiting orders. On your command, Major. Message received. Sir, yes, sir. Hoorah! Reporting for duty.
Armed and dangerous.
Moving to position now. Going in.
We're pinned
Will
down.
do.
Jefferson's under attack.
Weapons on! Will do. Just point the way. Going in. Roger that. Weapons on. Awaiting orders. Moving to new location. Just point the way.
Armed and dangerous. Ready to execute command. Javelin moving. Ready to execute command.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Moving out.
All guns forward. Awaiting orders. Going in.
On my orders.
Just point that way. Those are here. Over. Just point that way. On my way. Awaiting orders. Do you want something from me, Major? Awaiting orders.
Moving out.
Upgrade is now
Just point
complete.
that way. On my way.
Ready for duty.
Building construction is now complete.
Shield unit ready.
On my way. Those are here. Over.
Ready for duty.
Building construction is now complete.
Drone constructor.
Upgrade is now complete.
Ready to execute command. Copy, I'm on it. On my way.
Building construction is now complete.
Ready to execute command. Ready to execute command.
Locked up. Locked up.
Watch out, Sergeant Major. Enemy troops are approaching.
Building construction is now complete.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Drone constructor.
On my way. On my way.
Copy that. We're going. Moving out.
Ready to execute command.
Reporting for duty.
Striker here.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Moving out. Ready for duty.
Building construction is now complete.
Drone constructor.
Oil deposit depleted. Building construction is now complete.
Take them out before they hit the runway.
Infantry activity reported northwest of our location. Enemy is likely preparing for an assault.
We'll strike first.
Roger that. Filling tanks now. Roger that. Filling tanks now.
Message received. Message received.
We are picking up enemy VTOL transport troops on our radar. They are east of our location.
Roger that. Drone is on its way. Just point away. All goes forward.
Construction is now complete.
Reporting for duty. All goes forward. All goes forward. Just point the way. Just point the way.
Building construction is now complete.
On my way.
Building construction is now complete.
Drone constructor.
You now have stealth V-44s at your disposal, Major. We found a way to adapt the Akula stealth technology. We'll see how they like a taste of their own medicine.
Upgrade is now complete.
Watch out, Sergeant Major. Enemy troops are approaching.
Ready for duty. Enemy sighting. Confirmed. Enemy sighted. Soldiers on board exchanging fire with the enemy. Hostiles are engaging. Engaging enemy. Striker here.
They won't know what hit them.
Moving to new location.
M113.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Ready to execute command.
Just point that way.
On my way. On my way.
Drone constructor. Roger that. Drone is on its way.
Building construction is now complete.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
On your command, Major.
On my way. Ready to execute command. On my way. On my way.
Building construction is now complete.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way. Unit ready to respond.
Building construction is now complete.
On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way. On my way. On my way.
Fire. Drone under.
Ready to execute command. On my way. Just point that way.
Fully operational.
Ready to execute command. On my way. Ready to execute command. On my way.
Drone under fire.
Ready to execute command. On my way. Sir. On my way. Guardian bomber. Guardian bomber.
Watch out, Sergeant Major. Enemy troops are approaching. We are picking up enemy VTOL transport troops on our radar. They are east of our location.
On my way.
Armed and dangerous. Armed and dangerous.
Ready to serve.
Entering now.
Unit ready to respond.
Drone under
Unit
fire.
ready to respond.
Armed and dangerous.
Sir? Yes, sir.
On your orders.
Awaiting orders.
Base is under attack.
Awaiting orders. All guns forward. All guns forward. Reporting for duty. Hostiles are engaging. All guns forward.
Hands behind your head.
Ready to serve.
Sir.
Entering now.
Just point that way. Ready to execute command.
Enemy unit captured.
Sniper. Copy that. We're going.
Drone constructor.
base is under attack.
Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way. Unit ready to respond. On my way. Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber.
Ready for duty.
Drone under
Guardian
fire.
bomber.
Drone under fire. Moving on. Moving on.
Shield techno available.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber.
Drone constructor. Drone under
On
fire.
my way. Unit ready to respond.
Yes, sir. Going in.
Building construction
Yes, sir.
is now complete.
This is V-44. Moving on.
Ready to execute command. Yes, sir. Let's try the other one. On my way. Unit ready to
Drone under
respond.
fire. Drone under fire.
Enemy unit. Unit ready to
Drone
respond.
under fire.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Sniper,
On my way. Unit ready to respond.
Drone under fire.
on my orders. Tango's
Ready to
inspired.
execute
Man
command.
down.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber. Moving out. Unit ready to respond. Guardian bomber. Looking to take this guy out. Movement.
Copy that, we're going. Moving to a window location.
Give it up.
Enemy
Ready to
unit
execute
captured.
command.
Fully operational. Will do.
Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
Picking up movement. Enemy units moving this way. execute command.
Drone under
Guardian
fire.
bomber. Guardian
Drone
bomber.
under fire. Drone under fire.
Moving out. Guardian bomber. Ready to execute command.
We are picking up enemy VTOL transport troops on our radar. They are east of our location.
Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way. On my way. Moving out. Moving to a window location. Picking up movement. Picking up movement. Unit ready to respond. Copy that. We're going. On your command. Give it up.
Drone under fire.
Unit ready to respond. Sniper. Ready to execute command. On my way. Ready to execute command. Ready to execute command. On my way.
Drone under
Unit
fire.
ready to respond. Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond. Guardian bomber. We have it. On my orders. Copy that. Tangos have spotted us. Sniper.
Move into position now.
Guardian bomber.
Enemy's out of commission, sir.
Vega, any word on our Russian reinforcements?
On your command.
Nothing from Kelly. Wait. Looks like the enemy is getting ready for an emergency takeoff. They are refueling their aircraft now.
Prepare to...
Take them out before they hit the runway.
On my
Enemy
way.
unit captured.
Ready to execute command. Ready to execute command. On my way. Unit ready to respond. Ready to execute command. On my way. Guardian bomber. Guardian bomber. On my way.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber. Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Drone under fire. Drone
Unit
under
ready to
fire.
respond.
Drone under fire.
On my way. Ready to execute command. On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way. Unit ready to respond. Unit ready to respond. Guardian bomber. Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Good work, Major. You've had the upper hand until now.
Come again?
Ready to execute
At
command.
least 2 enemy armored battalions will circle the battlefield. They are now at your rear, prepared to storm your position.
Listen up, Sergeant Major. Evacuate all remaining units from the south, including any 1st Armored personnel, and concentrate all your defenses on the main island.
Here, copy. I'm moving.
Yes, sir.
General, where are those damn reinforcements that Petrenko promised?
We're trying everything, but Petrenko is really stonewalling us. I'm sorry, but you're on your own for the time being.
Here, copy. I'm moving. Shield unit ready. Front and center. Drone constructor. Moving out. Reporting for duty. Just point that way.
Building construction is now complete.
Front and center. Roger that. Filling tanks now. Yes, sir. Paladin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shield unit ready. Yes, sir.
Bring it on, General. We're ready.
Hold them off, Jefferson. Do whatever you have to do. I think we're gonna need a miracle this time.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one. On my way. On my way.
Will do.
This is V-44.
On my way.
Yes, sir. Moving on. Moving on. Ready to execute command. Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Paladin
Building
awaiting
construction
orders.
is now complete. Base is under attack.
waypoint.
Ready to execute command.
Awaiting orders. Reporting for duty.
This is V-44. Going in.
Rock and roll.
Moving on. Bringing this bad
Base is
boy
under
in.
attack.
Bringing this bad boy in.
Just point that way. Just point the way.
Engaging enemies. Enemy units moving this way. Ready to execute command. Ready to execute command. Coming to a halt. Over.
Enemy spotted. This is V-44.
Striker here.
Moving out, sir.
Striker here. Just
Taking
point that
fire.
way.
Need more friendlies
I
here.
spotted them, sir.
On your command.
Base is under attack.
Did you say something about a miracle, Major? Reinforcements are moving to your position. ETA less than 4
Ready
minutes.
to execute command.
Finally, Sergeant Major, help is on the way. Hold your position until they arrive.
Guardian bomber. On my way.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
On my
Enemy
way.
within our perimeter, over.
On my way.
Base is under attack.
Reporting for duty.
Ready, over.
Hostiles are shooting our tanks, over. Tango sight.
Those are here. Over.
Enemy within vehicle going that way. Hostiles are shooting our tanks. Our tanks are... Under attack.
Unit ready to respond.
Looking to take this guy out. Enemy has taking fire. Unit, they spotted me. I'm taking fire. They got me. Moving out.
Infantry unit lost.
Copy that. We're going.
Infantry unit lost. Base is under attack.
Striker here. Soldiers on board exchanging fire with the enemy.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber. On my way.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one. Ready to execute command.
Rock and roll.
Base is under attack.
Rock and roll.
Ready, over.
Yes, sir.
Paladin awaiting orders.
Will do. This is Striker. We're damaged goods, over.
Ready to execute command.
forces, sir.
Ready to execute command.
Rock and roll.
Infantry unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Moving out.
Sir, Petrenko has sent the 557th and the 580th Regiments of the 7th Reservist Army.
I am Colonel Bodarenko. My regiments are now under U.S. command.
Good to have you here, Colonel.
We will show no mercy to these traitors. They betrayed their country while pretending to protect us from terrorism. I spit on them.
Let's get Zakharov.
This is V-44.
Rock and
Infantry
roll.
unit lost.
Moving out. Sniper.
Line here, over. Here we come.
Enemy unit captured.
Ready.
Enemy unit captured.
On our way.
Enemy unit captured.
On your command.
Line here, over. Here we come.
Major, I've received a communique from our Russian allies. They have a full aircraft squadron ready to deploy, but they don't want to fly into a death trap. They've asked us to disable the SA-12 site.
Line moving. Line moving. Ready to fly. Coming in for a landing. Ready to go. Rock and roll. Here we come. Do you want something from me, Major?
The enemy has activated a launch sequence for those Iskander SS-26 service-launched ballistic missiles.
Give it up.
On your command, Major.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured.
On your command, Major. Line here, over.
Roger, stopping. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Copy that. We're going.
Ready to go, sir.
Ready, over.
Yes, sir. Striker here.
Ready to execute command.
Base is under attack.
Locked up. way. This is V-44. Moving on.
Upgrade is now complete.
Vectoring in. This is V-44. Moving on.
Helicopter lost.
Yes, Major? Mind here, over. Yes, Major? Going in. Mind here, over.
Ready to execute command.
Ready. Over.
On my way.
All guns forward. Just point that way. Copy that. I'll fix it right up.
Ready to execute command.
Roger that. Drone is on its way. Shield unit moving. Enemy's trying to hand my ass to me.
Ready to execute command.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
Building
Drone under
construction
fire.
is now complete.
Drone under fire.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Drone constructor. Affirmative, stopping now. Yes, Major? Ready to fly. On your command, Major.
Yes, sir.
Here we come. Yes, they're shooting at us.
We have enemy. Picking up movement.
Going in. Yes, Major?
Building construction is now complete.
Enemy in my scope.
Copy that. We're going. On my orders.
Ready to fly.
Tango's have spotted us. Christ! I lost half my arm!
Enemy's trying to hand my ass to me.
Jefferson's under attack.
Drone constructor. Yes, Major?
Transport is taking fire!
Going in.
This transport is taking fire!
That's enemy fire! Over!
Moving out.
Have an EPW over.
Shield unit
Have an
moving.
EPW over.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured. Building construction is now complete.
You've destroyed their chopper pads. Good work, soldier.
Yes, Major?
Christ! I lost half
They
my
won't know
arm!
what hit them.
Iskander tactical ballistic missile has been launched. I have the position of the nuclear silo. Transmitting coordinates now.
Rock and roll. I'm in the vehicle. This is V-44.
Base is under attack.
Just point that way. Ready for duty. On my way.
Christ! I've lost half my arm!
Building construction is now complete.
We are moving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. On your command, Major. Ready for duty. Copy that. I'll fix it right up. Drone constructor.
Upgrade is now complete.
Let's go. Drone constructor.
Infantry unit lost.
We are moving.
Upgrade is now complete. Building construction is now complete. Base is under attack. Enemy unit
Paladin. Those are here. Under attack damage. Striker here. Take the heavy fire, sir. Copy that. I'll fix it right up. Ready for duty. Roger that. Drone is on its way. Paladin awaiting
Upgrade
orders.
is now complete. Counter-tactical weapon ready.
I'm moving.
Guardian prepared to deploy.
Paladin awaiting orders.
Building construction is now complete.
Ready to go.
Counter-tactical weapon ready.
Yes, sir.
Rock and roll.
Ready. Over.
Guardian prepared to deploy.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Unit operational.
Weapon ready.
Do you want something from me, Major? Ready to go.
Ready. Over. Let's go.
Counter-tactical weapon ready.
Do you want something from me, Major? I'm here.
Ready. Over. On our way.
Yes, Major?
Counter-tactical weapon ready.
Unit operational. Guardian prepared to deploy. Moving on. Unit operational.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond.
Upgrade is now complete.
Guardian bomber.
We've got tank drivers trying to get to their vehicles. Let's take them out, guys.
On my way.
Drone under fire.
Unit ready to respond.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber.
Yes, Major? Going in. Roger that. Under heavy assault!
On my orders.
I've got one.
Acquiring target.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Infantry unit lost.
Do you want something from me, Major?
On my orders. Prepare to turn over a prisoner of war.
Enemy unit captured.
On
Enemy
your
unit
command.
captured.
I've got one.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Ready to execute command.
Prepare to turn over a prisoner of war.
Enemy unit captured.
Guardian prepared to deploy.
Here we come. I'm moving.
On my way. Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber. Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
On my way.
Drone under fire. Sir? Yes, sir.
Infantry unit lost.
Cannot move from this location! Moving out. Enemy in my scope. Ready to fly. Ready to fly.
Infantry unit lost.
Yes, Major? Copy that. We're going. Ready for new orders. Face on the floor. Have an EPW. Over.
Unit ready to respond.
Enemy unit captured.
On my way. On my way. On my way.
Drone under fire.
On my way.
Iskander tactical ballistic missile has been launched.
On my way.
Guardian prepared to deploy. Guardian prepared to deploy. Guardian prepared to deploy. Unit
Infantry
operational.
unit lost.
Ready to execute command.
Going direct to target. On your command, Major.
Sniper? Give it up.
Fox 3. Locked, I repeat. Enemy has locked the drone.
Enemy unit captured.
way.
Copy that. We're going. Copy that. We're going. Moving out. On my orders.
Roger that.
The SAM site is destroyed, Major.
We are beginning airstrike run.
Picking up movement.
Going direct to target. Going direct to target. That's enemy fire! Over! We've got radar activity. Ready to fly. Ready to fly. Here we come. Locked up. Locked, I repeat. Enemy has locked the drone. Moving out. Enemy sighting.
Counterattack
Confirmed.
weapon ready.
Guardian prepared to deploy. Unit operational. Moving on.
On your command.
Enemy unit captured.
Yes, Major?
On my way.
Do you want something from me, Major?
On my orders. Copy that. We're going.
Shield unit ready.
They've taken some of our men prisoner there, Major. On your command, Major. We are standing fire with the enemy! Over! Yes, Major?
Taking fire, sir! Taking fire, sir! Hoorah! Moving out. On my orders.
Going in. On your command, Major. On your command, Major.
I'm here.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Moving out. I've got one.
Enemy unit captured.
On my orders.
Everything's okay, guys. You're free now. Let's get you back to HQ and get you cleaned
On
up.
my orders. This is violent. Copy that. Moving in. Ready to serve. Ready to serve.
Iskander tactical ballistic missile has been launched.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured.
Enemy.
Copy that. We're going.
Just point that way. On my way. Ready to execute command. Enemy units, moving this way. They won't know what hit them. Enemy units, moving this way.
Enemy
Prepare
unit
to
captured.
turn over a prisoner of war.
Enemy unit
Ready to
captured.
execute command.
Building construction is now complete.
Do you want something from me, Major?
On my orders.
Ready to execute command. Enemy units, moving this way.
We have enemy.
Ready to execute command.
Hands behind your head. Hoorah!
I'll get him, sir.
Enemy unit captured.
Have an EPW, over.
Hands behind your
Enemy unit
head.
captured.
Those are here, over.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured.
On my way.
There's a situation down here. Copy that. We're going.
Building construction is now complete.
go, sir. Shield unit ready. Under heavy assault! Almost. Shield unit ready.
Ready to execute command.
Ready to go, sir.
Yes, Major?
Shield unit ready. Got one.
Enemy unit captured.
Ready to execute command.
Ready to go. Will do. Rock and roll.
Ready to execute command. On my way. Engaging enemy.
On your command, Major.
Sniper? Copy that. Moving in.
Yes, sir.
On your command. Give it up.
Hands behind your head.
Enemy unit captured.
This is a
Enemy
buggy.
unit captured.
Ready to go.
Enemy unit captured.
Ready to go.
On your command. I've got one.
Enemy unit
Sir,
captured.
yes, sir. Just point that way. On my way.
On your command.
Ready to execute command.
I've got one.
Ready to go.
Enemy unit captured. Building construction is now complete.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Those are here. Over. Just point that way. On my way.
On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way.
Fire.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Yes, Major?
Yes, sir. Bringing this bad boy in. Loading up. Ready to serve. This is V-44. Hoorah! This is Pilot. You heard the man. Everybody out. This is V-44. Moving on. Message received. Fully operational.
Yes, Major?
I lost half my arm! I think I've been shot! Hoorah!
Enemy
I'll
unit
get him, sir.
captured.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Ready to go, sir. Ready to go, sir. On my order.
Enemy unit captured.
Hoorah! This is Pilot.
Do you want something from me, Major?
We are moving. Let's go.
On your command, Major. Do you want something from me, Major?
Iskander tactical ballistic missile has been launched.
Ready to go, sir.
Oil deposit depleted.
Rock and roll.
Guardian prepared to deploy.
Hoorah!
Do you want something from me, Major? locked up. Roger that.
Ready to execute command.
Rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are moving. We are moving.
This is Pilot. All right, guys, I'm moving out. This is V-44. Moving on.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Shield unit moving. Stopped as ordered.
Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond. On my way.
Fully operational. Ready to go, sir.
You heard the man. Everybody out. Moving on.
Guardian bomber. On my way. On my way. On my way. Unit ready to respond. Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
Guardian bomber. On my way.
Drone under
On
fire.
my way.
Drone under fire.
Ready to execute command. Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber.
Ready for duty.
to respond. Guardian bomber.
Guardian prepared to deploy.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber.
Building construction is now
On my
complete.
way.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Unit ready to respond.
Silo is destroyed, sir. No more war games today.
Going in.
Yes, Major?
Copy, I'm on it. Striker here.
Enemy sighting. Confirmed.
Copy, I'm on it. Roger.
Yes, Major? On your command, Major.
Ready to execute command.
Yes, Major?
Going direct to target. Going in.
Those are here. Over. On my way. Those are here. Over. On my way.
Locked, I repeat. Enemy has locked. Lock string. Winchester ready. Winchester.
Building construction is now complete.
Ready to
Building
execute
construction is now
command.
complete.
Yes, sir. Let's try the other one.
Going in.
On my order.
Roger that.
Enemy units, moving this way.
Shield unit moving.
Hostiles moving in
Do you want
formation.
something from me, Major?
Preparing for attack. Yes, sir. Let's try the other one. Engaging enemy.
Enemy sighting confirmed.
Unit ready to respond. Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way. Unit ready to respond.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Guardian bomber. On my way. On my way. Guardian
Drone under
bomber.
fire. Drone under fire.
Ready to execute command.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Going direct to target.
Ready to execute command. Guardian bomber.
Enemy sighting confirmed. Drone under... Neil, I've been painted. Knock, I repeat, enemy.
Ready to execute command. Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way.
Drone under fire.
Yes, Major?
On my way.
Lock, I repeat, enemy has locked.
Guardian bomber.
Drone under fire.
Unit ready to respond. On my way. On my way.
Roger that.
Yes, Major?
Locked up.
Do you want something from me, Major?
Rock and roll! Ready to execute command. This is a buggy.
You got it.
Ready to execute command. Ready. Over.
Copy, I'm on it. We're taking heat.
Engaging enemy.
Going in. Roger.
On my orders.
Ready to execute command.
Ready to go. Rock and roll.
Sniper? Yes, sir. Give it up. I've got one.
Enemy unit
Got one.
Enemy unit captured. Enemy unit captured.
Ready to fly.
Roger that. Drone is on its way.
Ready. Over.
This is V-44.
On our way.
Moving on. Yes, sir. Moving on.
Copy. I'm on it.
Moving out.
On our way.
You heard the man. Everybody out.
Ready for duty.
Building construction is now complete.
Ready to go. Just point the
Building
way.
construction is now complete.
Moving to new location.
Copy. I'm on it.
Yes, Major. Soldiers on board exchanging fire with the enemy. Just point the way. Hostiles are engaging. Soldiers on board exchanging fire with the enemy. Are in the vicinity. Okay, we're anticipating some serious action ahead. Fire with the enemy. Striker here.
Copy. I'm on it.
Just point the way.
Drone constructor.
Front and center. Roger that. Filling tanks now. Front and center.
Moving to position now.
Ready to serve. Armed and dangerous. Hoorah! Hoorah!
Yes, Major? Will do. Do you want something from me, Major?
Going direct to target. Ready to go. Roger that. Filling tanks now.
Yes, Major?
Going in. Ready to fly. On my way. On my way. Going in. Enemy in range, over. Acknowledged. Cannot move!
Infantry unit lost.
Enemy sighting. Confirmed.
Enemy within sight.
Affirmative, sir. I'm taking the roof. Picking up movement. Moving to a window
Strikers
location.
are hitting us hard! Units taking fire!
Yes, sir. Going up.
Ready to execute command.
They're coming in. Son of a...
Infantry unit lost.
Affirmative, sir. I'm taking the roof. Sniper.
Moving out. Yes, Major? Do you want something from me, Major?
On my orders.
Engaging enemies! They're coming in. Oh, God!
Engaging enemy. Armed and dangerous.
On my way.
Ready. Over.
Ready to execute command.
Locked up.
Armed and dangerous.
Ready to go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Striker here. Ready to go. Rock and roll.
Ready to execute command.
Sir?
Yes, Major?
Moving out.
Ready to execute command.
Infantry unit lost.
I've lost half my arm. Picking up movement. Enemy units moving this way.
Infantry
Ready to
unit
execute
lost.
command.
Major, we have Zakharov. I repeat, we have Zakharov. I'm requesting permission to pop a cap in his ass, sir.
Calm down, soldier. We'll do this by the book. We're not terrorists. Bring that bastard to the airport. He's going to Andrews and then straight to jail.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage.
Looks that way.
You're very good at what you do. I could use a man like you.
Wake up, Zakharov. It's over.
What would it take, I wonder, to get you on my side?
I'm not for sale.
Every man has a price.
Money. Is that the only thing that matters to you?
I am a capitalist.
You're an asshole. Get him out of here. Take good care of him. I'll catch up with you guys on the plane. General?
You're gonna have to let him go.
What? What the hell is going on?
They seized the capital earlier this afternoon. They killed 10 senators. They're gonna shoot the rest of them unless we let Zakharov go.
They think they can make the rules? I don't take orders from terrorists. This son of a bitch isn't going anywhere.
Richter, you're out of line, son. Drop your weapon. That's an order. Don't do something you'll regret, Major.
See, Richter? Listen to your commander. He knows when he's been beaten.
You're playing this game against me, Zakharov, and I'm not done yet. General, stand aside. I'm gonna finish this.
Stand down.
I'm not gonna let those senators die, sir. Let's go, asshole.